Now we're going to look at our Ellers. Now this is Ellers ADX here. All right, so let's see if we can find that. And we have many different, Ellers related studies here. It seems that these SWAMI indicators must be related to Ellers in some way. Okay. And this gives us quite a few there. So we'll go with our LBR. Okay. And we can see we've got our LBR paint bars, our LBR Smart ADX, and our 310 oscillator. I wonder what the 310 is. Aha. Okay. Let's check it out. So we got calculation mode as normal, or we can have alternative. Let's watch it change right through here as we click alternative. Didn't change that much. Okay. So not really sure what the alternative is, but using our price, we can use our high, low, close, open, high, low, close, VWAP volume, and open interest. Excellent. Okay, fast line, slow line, histogram, and 0. So let's go in and take a peek. Let's just open up the hood here. And see what we are running. Okay, as you can see, 3 and 10. But what if we like this study and maybe we don't want to run 3 and 10. Maybe we want to run, let's just say, a difference. Yes, a myriad of, different types of averages and prices. So we can come in and change some calculations and some inputs, but that's not what we're doing here. Good idea for another. So let's forget it. Let's say the 310, and let's change our 310 to a swing strategy. So we'll make it a little bit longer term. Okay. So now let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we'll go LBR. And we'll grab that Smart ADX. All right. Now, what happened here? We got that Smart ADX and then it blew up. But was it enough time to get in on the move? I mean, really, it crossed above on that candle and then there was nothing. Okay. Aside from a signal here and a signal here, which are really down signals, we'll have to go back in and look. It looks like this is our Eller stochastic bot. It's giving us signals, but we are in the Studies tab with it. Okay. So let's go in here on the daily, and it looks like we've got our LBR Smart ADX on Wilders. Let's see. Let's go put it on simple here. All right. And we'll hit OK. And now we can see a little bit different here. we've got this kind of a zero line going through here. So we really look for when our ADX is greater than 30. All right, the weekly really didn't do us much good. But this one is one that we like to pay attention to, because we got greater than 30 here and trended above, but we also got our low here. All right, and that was right on earnings, a push down, and then a pop, okay? So now we'll continue to watch. Looks like we're watching net element was the last one we stopped on. And we'll go back up here, and we'll see what we can find here. Let's go and do our CANO. Kano Health. All right. And on the weekly here, let's see. Let's draw a Fibonacci arc. Okay. We'll go from our high to our low. Okay. Now that's the weekly. We're going to come down on the daily. I see how it got it right through there. This arc does seem to be relevant. At least right now it does. Okay. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Alright. We'll go from the 4 hour. We'll go from our high to our very low here. Let's settle in there. I wonder, or would it be drawn from this low? Or this low? Alright. So this one will be our predictive arc. Going from our high to our low, looking for our next move. And it does seem to catch some of these moves in here. Looks a bit like a little planet whirling around in here. Alright. And we'll come out to the daily, and we'll see how that looks. And now we've got some moves right in here to look for. Look for something to get stuck up in here. And let's just plot a... Oh, we need a line. Let's give us a line. I saw the sign. There we go. Okay. And we will try to slow it down. That way we can maintain smooth streaming. We must be experiencing high volumes. So we'll come back into our market forecast bullish, and we'll see what we get there. Very good. All right. So we'll be watching Kano here, and we've got several channels to beware of. Some of them shoot way up there. And that does seem relevant right through there. So this is where we're going to look for our first break of high, and we'll see where we go. All right. Let's see. We've got GoGo, FTNT. That one looked pretty interesting. Yeah. So let's make an arc from our low to our first swing high. And you can do an arc or a spiral, or, you know, maybe we can do Fibonacci fans. You know, those are interesting here. All right. Now let's draw. Well, we'll zoom in so we can look at those fans. All right. So from our low to our high, the little high of a harami here. All right. Now, let's zoom out and see that we did reach for that high. All right, now let's go from our low to our next previous, our next high, and we'll see how it handled those. Handled that pretty well. All right, so it gave us two sets of fans to look at and stay within. All right, boom, hit the bottom of that fan. Now you saw how I charted the fan. Some things just are not a coincidence. Okay. So let's go in here to our Eller's stochastic bot here in predictive mode. I don't know that I like predictive mode, but these are the settings we have there for it. And these would be your triggers that you can use. All right. So let's look at all this. 22898. Okay. And we'll go over and find our bot here. And let's see which one we've got. Pretty much the same. Slightly different. Let's add that in there. See what that is. And we've got this one here. Okay. So we need to round up all of these. These are over in the strategies tabs though. So we'll hit apply. All right, and let's see, that says 8162. Let's get rid of this one. Hit apply. $73. Okay, let's get rid of that. How many orders are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Although we don't have our trade size, well, we do. It's defined up here. All right, let's add that in there. Hit apply, and we'll get rid of our second bot and see if that one did better. Well, huh? $2,000. All right. So we'll check it out. We'll see what it's honing in on. And we can compare it with our LBR Smart ADX to see where those entries would have been. Okay. Alright, let's look at ADP here. And let's not have it in predictive. Let's have it in conventional. And it looks like we only get to buy to open and sell to close. Alright, we are not shorting, so we are only going up. And it seems like this is going the other way. even though this is trying to make money going up, this was still a very bearish trend. And there we go. There's a new set of fans for us. And let's see what else is on our list here. VMEO. Entry, exit, entry, exit. Not so great there. And it is going off of the Eller stochastics. Yeah. 15-minute. And see what's going on. We'll go from our low to our high there. And we'll go from our high to our low. And we see that was respected right there. All right. We'll go from our low to our high. I don't like that one. Let's go for a trend line. And we'll try to find somewhere where it's nice and straight across here. It seems to be real close. And we'll go from our high down there like that. Go from here across here. And if we get a bounce, we can expect a bounce up into this area. But I don't know that we're looking for that. So, with all of our orders that we have in here, it's not really showing anything being a signal. Now let's pull up an Eller's stochastic. Okay. So we're using our Eller's stochastic. When we get a predictive, okay, it's taking this signal. All right, let's go to the 5-minute time frame. And we can still see the same thing. So in predictive mode, when we buy in, it's putting you in trouble. You know, only every so often is it putting you right where you need to be. All right. Let's go in here and change it to conventional. Okay. So instead of going predictive, it's going conventional. All right. So it would typically predict that when it goes under this line, that's a good time to buy in, which it is. Okay. You know, that's a good time to be paying attention. And if you want to use your Renko bars, make sure you come in here to your equities. I do believe, let's see, we don't want to show our social sentiment, but if you do, it's right there. Yes, price axis, general, time axis, favorite time frames. Now I've gone in here and set up favorite time frames once before, but we will have to go in and do it again. Okay, price type, adjust for dividends, show corporate actions, show CNBC video, options, strikes, highlight extended hours trading sessions. We don't typically do that. Okay, futures, and the Forex. Volume on subgraph, I guess. So lots of different things in here. Fit patterns, fit predicted price ranges. Let's see. Let's do those and see what happens. Expansion area up. Okay, expansion area down. All right, well, I don't like a... Oh, we'll see. Let's try 10% at first. And we'll see where that gets us. So using our Eller's stochastic here, and our LBR, Smart ADX, now, it's an interesting look, isn't it? And look at the way these fans spread out. Wow. Okay. Let's draw a spiral. We'll do a spiral from here to right here. Looks like we are coming up on a spiral. Go from our low to our first high. Very neat. Okay. Let's see, up arrow at low, Boolean, up arrow at low, Boolean, down arrow at high, Boolean, down arrow at high. Okay. There we go. So then we can start to see which directions we've got going on here. Now we've got our Eller's stochastic bot. And let's move this right up here. Okay. As I thought. Yeah, this one isn't doing very much, is it? Everything's defined. Nothing is... Okay. So let's get rid of that. And we can work with that later. All right. But I do like the way that this spiral was able to almost kind of penny thing into the You know, and it just runs around until it goes into the, you know, gets sucked into the donation thing. Okay. Although judging by, let's see, the smart ADX, we may want to be looking away from this. Doji there. And let's get our line tool back out. And we'll be looking for a break above this line here. All right. Let's see. We've got DHI. It looks like it wants to go for a run, though. Okay. A little Harami right there made all the decisions. Wow. Oh, wow. We've got some red pullbacks today. Let's check the market. Aha. I see. And what's going off? Team is going up. Pinterest coming down. Team going up. Pinterest coming down. Team going up. Etsy going down. Skyworks Solutions. Charter Communications is way up there. Wow. Wonder what they do. All right. So many of these lower band SMA, yeah, must be looking for those big pullbacks. I'm going here onto the Kapok here and see what we've got. Looks like BTBT, and many of these, ACB, HVBT, MAR, TRIP, Tesla, those are all showing up on the monthly Kapok weekly signal. Okay, now that's a very, very good thing. Well, it's a good thing, I guess, depending on which side you stand on and your ability. You know, what is your ability? Okay. Seeing that we've hit a high here from our recent lows, all right, and the half of a trading week here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So from our low here of 273, we still have to breach this high. And we can see where we're stuck at here, and we can see where our Ehlers bots are getting in and out of. And I'm let's see. So we've got one stuck on predictive and one on conventional. So let's get rid of that. Hit apply. And now we've just got our little conventional bot with our typical buy and sell order, no more, no less. Okay. Now let us get rid of our Eller's bot, but not before we bring in our percent R. Okay. And we'll do our accumulation day percent gain threshold. Let's throw it up top or in the volume and see where that goes. I'm still not quite sure how to, play with this particular indicator here, but I can see that it started to rise there. Yeah, many stocks had these big jump up, and they're telling us to take our profit right here. Well, we would have just gotten out. Looks like the downfall is coming. And with our percent R, okay, so we can read our percent R much like our RSI, okay. So let's get rid of this accumulation here, and we'll get, let's get rid of this one. I don't know why we're calling this, forward and the reverse. Okay. But there is problem. Yes. Blem nothing plots. All right. So we need to, get some of this stuff here to plot for us. All right. Let's see. Why is not plot? Let's plot a long signal. And let's plot our long exit. Not good at math, can't spell either. Selectively dyslexic. All right. Hive blockchain, HVBT. Interesting. And that is one we want to write down and keep a hold of. Now we can see it had its fun already, but it should be going for some more. Okay. Let's check them on the weekly. Yes, it looks good. I like that weekly signals. Let's hope it breaks above and starts to take off. But had we gotten it back here at this 6 cents and the spike here at 5.75, I mean, really, let's draw our Fibonacci fan in here. And we can see when something hits its low, we're going to come in afterwards and draw our Fibonacci fans. Okay, we're going to find that low. We're going to draw it from the low here to our high. All right, and from our low here to our high, which kind of, this one would have happened first before it dropped off again. So this does give us a projection. And then from our low here to our next little harami, or let's try this one. There we go. And that should give us quite a few ranges through there. And it did give us, you know, our stages. All right. Now let's come in here and we'll try our next one here. We'll go from this low to this high, and we'll go from this low to this high, and we'll go from this low to this high. All right. And we can see where all of those lines are. Certainly does create a mess, doesn't it? But given the Hive blockchain signal, HVBT on the weekly, bring it in on the daily, and we can see that where we are a little overextended on the daily, we should have gotten our position in down here. Okay, so on the day, we will wait for a bit of a pullback. Is this that pullback? It certainly could be. Let's get some trend lines in here and see if this stays relevant. All right. And all right. Looks like that. All right. So we will keep an eye on this one too. And let's look for a reversal and a pop anytime now within this wedge.